We're going to be talking to the father of a young woman who is homeless and has been living homeless for a period of time here in Bakersfield. We're going to talk to her dad today about what it's like to, have a child who's living on the street and not knowing how to help them, maybe sometimes not knowing where they are, and, what that relationship is like, and how homelessness doesn't just affect the people that are living on the street, but it affects the loved ones, the people that are closest to them.
Her name is Tassie. She's living on the street by choice. She doesn't want to conform to the norms, is what she's telling me. She just chooses to live out there. The biggest thing I remember about her was her lightheartedness, just happy.
How long have you been in this situation?
I got this problem. I don't like to be alone. And so I get these stupid ass men who like to convince me to spend my money on other things instead of my rent and stuff like that. So I wind up back out here again.
Her life's been one thing after the next, from the divorce to drug use in the home. She was involved in an accident. She had a brain injury that they told me, a blood clot in the middle of her brain. That is another traumatic experience that, in my opinion, that contributes to her not developing past a certain point. There's always been a certain aspect, a facet of her that just questions authority or just don't want to comply, even in the minute things. She was living with us. We get a call from the school, from the counselor, and the counselor says, "Well, Tassie's sitting in my office, and you need to come here quickly." Well, the counselor says, "Well, what's going on, Tassie?" "Well, I can't live with my parents anymore because they make me say thank you and make me wash dishes." We don't enable anything. So what we have is a relationship that's real in that respect. It's gotten real.
I gave guardianship of my children to my parents because I thought it was the only way to keep them together. Because I just knew that CPS was just, if I won again, they were just going to come right back in my life 2 or 3 months later trying to take them again. And I was just going to have the problem all my life. They were told a lot of things about me that wasn't true. They were told that I picked drugs over them, and that wasn't true. I never picked no drugs over my children. If I would have picked drugs over my children, I would have been dead by now. I was worried that my kids would get separated. I didn't want my kids separated. The only steady thing that they had throughout all their lives was each other, the three of them.
The bottom line is that's somebody's baby. Somebody's daughter, son, mom, dad. It just heightened my awareness to that situation. And I thank God for that, because what it did is it elevated my empathy. If you're not going to respond with kindness, don't respond at all, because that's somebody's baby. I don't give Tassie any money. I can't fathom the fact I'm going to give her money and she's going to buy dope with it. I may be the one that she gets that last hit of dope from. I couldn't live with that. I'll buy her food. I'll buy her clothes, a little bit of clothing, spend a little bit of time with her, love on her, and that's it. Each individual has to work that out.
You were talking about the relationship that you have with her and what that's like. How important do you think it is for people living on the street to at least have a connection with somebody?
It's what they need. It's paramount, I think the word is. And at the very least, adjust your eyes and don't look down on them, because you don't know what they're carrying around. You don't know who they are or what they've been through.
It's not the fact of whether you use drugs or not, okay? It's the fact that people just don't like to see people out here pushing blankets and stuff around. It's what's here, okay?
Yeah.
It's not what's on the outside. It's what's on the inside that matters. And I just wish people would start acting like human beings again, like they care about the next person again. Nobody does that anymore.
What's the last thing that you always say to Tassie when you see her before leaving?
It's always, I love you.
I love you guys that did. That talk about that.
I think it really comes down to one thing. We all want a connection with other human beings. And when you're in this situation, that connection could possibly be the most important thing in the world. We were all put here, I believe, by the same entity. And I'm sure that whatever you call that entity, whether you call it God, Allah, Yahweh, whatever you call it, we were all put here in the same place, and we need to take care of each other. And I think Willie put it quite nicely that just take care of each other. We're all people, just act like humans. Act like this is what it is, which is one big family.
I've been chasing mountains I can't climb, holding out for heroes in the night. I find myself here in the dark. We learn to fight and learn who we are, but I am raised up to face the stars, full of light. And we are wild like a river, wild like the fire in your veins makes you shiver. And I chase the winter out of my mind like the dark